Yo, what's up, everyone? Mike Hill, the wholesaling titan here. And today I've got a real treat for you. Today I'm sharing an interview that I did with the king of Miami real estate. This is an amazing story of a gentleman who came to this country not even speaking the language. He's going to tell you his story about how he was homeless to now how he's a millionaire doing tons of real estate deals in a very short amount of time, running his own real estate business. Not only is this going to be very much inspirational, but you are going to see some shifts in your mindset. You're going to get tangible to do items and a system that basically, if you replicate it, you're going to be successful. This is perfect for all of my wholesalers out there, obviously, but it works for anybody involved in real estate or really any entrepreneurial venture at all. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this interview. I think you guys are going to love it. Like I said, this is probably the best video I've ever done. And I just want to encourage you, when you see the value that you get from this, please do show us some love, give us some follows, some likes, please subscribe to the channel, and please do share. So thank you guys for tuning in and enjoy the interview.
Hello, hello.
What's going on, my friend?
I am amazing. How are you doing?
I'm doing very, very well, thank you.
That's awesome, man. Dude,
Hey.
you look better live, man.
Thank you, man.
That's
Thank you for being here, man. Very, very excited for this interview.
Oh, dude, I'm actually excited as well. It's been a while. We've been trying to put this thing together, and
Right.
now we're just getting to it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So look, I think this is going to be a phenomenal call for entrepreneurs, I think in any business, especially real estate professionals, obviously wholesalers. Folks, I'm here with the king of Miami real estate. We met at 10X Growth Con. It's been a couple years now. Been following you for some time. And, there are days where I maybe don't feel like doing what I need to do. And, I try not to be on social media too much because I get distracted. But I'm like, all right, let me check out the king, man. Get a little inspiration going here. So, again, thank you, brother. Really appreciate it. So
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. I mean it.
Appreciate it. So I kind of want to get right into this, man. I think that you have such an amazing story. It really is the epitome of the American dream. It's kind of rags to riches story. And so if we could start off, man, you could just tell us, maybe drop the full name. I didn't want to butcher your last name.
No, of course, man.
It's hard for me. And then tell
Yeah,
me your story, kind of how you got started, like from the time that you came over and up until now.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it a good one. I'm gonna make it short too, because it's a very long one. So here's here's the story. So my full name is Jalal Abumwais, and if you speak in Arabic, it's Jalal Abumwais, right? So Jalal Abumwais, born 1992. Man, I'm about to turn 28 years old. I came to America August the 28th of 2010. And I landed in Ohio. Was there with a few friends that I knew from Jordan. Thought I would figure my life out there. That didn't work out. Ended up going to Atlanta, Georgia, and ended up working there with with a friend of a friend that was doing the car business. And basically, I started working in the dealership that he had. After I had to convince him basically hiring me, and I had some time where I actually slept in the dealership for pretty much almost a year until I actually had my own place to stay. And basically I was renting out like a basement at some point, but I had a good amount of time, like almost a year, just sleeping outside the dealership, different car every night to just make things work, make ends meet. Again, I came to America alone. Like I don't have family here, I don't have anybody. And it's been exactly 10 years ago. I just turned 10 years on August 28th. So, no family, barely speaking English, had to learn English here, the whole thing, just knowing nothing. And it's
I
just
didn't know that part.
Thank you, brother. So it's basically just a guy that wants to do better. And some might say, dude, well, English is so good. You're a fucking liar. Oh, can I cuss here? I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude,
Safe space.
I was like, dude, you're a fucking liar. But my thing is, like, a lot of immigrants, what we do when we come here, we surround ourselves with people that speak the same language for comfort, right? And you just never pick up English the way you're supposed to. But my thought was, dude, if I want to become a billionaire in this country, most likely they're speaking English. So I better get real good at it. And
Nice.
I made it a point to speak right English like I'm supposed to. And I put a lot of work into it. But when I came here, like I know the A, B, and C, you get it? But I just know how to communicate. And then things picked up. So worked on that dealership for 4 years, a little bit over 4 years. And the one thing that happened in that dealership that ended up being great for me, about a year in, a friend of the owner basically saying, dude, I see you work really hard, but pretty much he's trying to tell me, but you suck. Like, you don't know how to sell. And he was right. Like, I'm the guy, like, I'm getting out of the dealership, like, yo, hey, which car you want to see? I'll give you the keys. Let me show you the car. Like, that's it. Like, basically, displaying the product, but I'm not there finding problems and fixing them. I'm just basically, hey, you want to see this car? Oh, you want to see this? It's like, dude, you suck, but you work hard. Hey, here's a link. Watch this link. And I think you can learn anything from this guy and help you a little bit better, to sell. And it was Grant Cardone's link, a link of one of Grant Cardone's videos. And the guy literally tells me, and he knows me till today, he gives me like, look, watch his videos, you'll learn enough, but be careful, this guy is a scam, so don't buy his books. I was like, okay, I don't know. I don't even know who he's talking about. I was okay, sure, I'll watch it, right? Started watching the video like maybe about 9, 10 o'clock at night. I literally did not stop watching the video on replay till about 8 in the morning. Turned 9, 10 in the morning. I literally ordered every fucking book he had in the fucking store.
Beautiful.
And then I go back to the guy. I'm like, dude, I ordered Seller Be Sold. I ordered this book. He's like, dude, oh, he literally was like, oh my God, this guy. I'm like, I'm a part of me is like, I don't want to sound stupid, but in my head, I'm like, well, I'm glad he did,
Right.
So I started reading the book. Seller Be Sold didn't do much for me because of, the English barrier. It's a great book, by the way. Then I got to the Closer Survival. Then I get to the end of the book, and I'm like, fuck, like it sounds so good, but I don't know. I still don't know what to do. So I get to the bottom of the last page, the last chapter of the book. There, he tells you, hey, if you hear not interested, you say this. If you hear I'm busy, you say this. If you hear I got to speak to my wife, you say this. So that's what changed the game for me, because I just needed somebody to tell me, say this when you hear this. I didn't need to understand. I just needed to do. You got it?
Yep.
Like I would almost, I don't know if this is right or wrong. It's not a right or wrong thing, but I would get pissed when somebody's trying to explain the right thing. Is it the right thing? Yes. Okay, great. I'm just going to do it.
Agreed.
My brain didn't have the capacity to get the back end of it. Just tell me what to do and let me do it. Let me see if it fucking works. If not, we'll figure out what's next, right? So that was my thing. So I started grabbing everything in the book in the back, and and then basically 1 or 2 closes that stuck out to me the most, which is do it anyways. Well, let's do this, right? So basically, well, it's too expensive. Well, ma'am, you know this before you got here. Just do it anyways. You need a car sooner or later. Let's just get it done. Let's do this. So that became like my thing. Do it anyways. Let's do this.
So that's where that comes from.
I fucking did it on every freaking somebody walked in, right? It's let's do this is not like, well, it's the do it anyways, right?
Okay.
Do it anyways. And I just did this like on every time I walked in, and it was working for me, So I started picking up better, started selling like 3, 4 cars a month. This is not exceptional, by the way. This is very low end, but basically on my scale, that was great, right? Then a tax season comes in, and we were selling buy here, pay here, like $500 down, no credit, no credit check, nothing. Just you got $500, you got a license, I'll fucking have you walk out with a car now. So I went bananas that month. I would go to Taco Bell, grabbing people from Taco Bell, selling them. I was grabbing homeless with licenses. I was like, dude, do you have $500? Man, I only got $350. Dude, I'll get you a car. Let me work you out.
Wow.
I literally would figure out how to take the $350 and give them cars, right? And then that month, I sold 27 cars. Like literally, I went there from like 4 or 5 cars a month. But it also was tax season, with everybody getting their tax return. All you need is $500 to get a car. And I was working in the hood. Everybody's getting fucking tax returns. So I was going bananas. Like I was going Taco Bell, KFC. I would stand outside, tell them, hey, I'll help you buy a car, Like, and the dealership was across the street. So I just walk them over, boom, get them cars, right? Like, so we started working out good for me. So at some point,
crazy.
it kept getting better for me. Then I was like the best guy there, started helping and managing. It's not a big franchise. It's a buy here, smaller dealership, like 70, 80 cars, right? When I started, it was like 30, 40 cars. So it's not like a big Toyota dealership. So I started helping the owner manage, and and started getting up and managing everything around here. Started firing people, hiring. I literally wanted to fire for a sales guy. I'd just fucking be the only one because I'm the best. But it was just ego, right? So years passed. I'm doing better. Got in the car business. I started buying, selling cars myself in the dealership. But I've never made like money, right? It was just good. It was like making average $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month. That's it.
Okay.
But it was a fucking like slavery work. Like the car is literally, you're a slave to that industry. Because average car, you profit $200, $300, $400, like you killed it. And then, so how many deals you got to do, right? So I started realizing you got to sell 100 cars a month to do the money that I'm looking at. And the dealership doesn't do that. And the owner doesn't even do that. And I started looking around and like, fuck, like I want to learn it from somebody that I'm willing to trade lives with, right? So at some point, Grant Cardone had a conference in Mexico. And like when he had like 30 people maybe show up, 40 people, I went to Mexico, Cancun to meet him basically, and basically go to the event and learn something. But I really just went there to fucking convince him to hire me, right? Mm-hmm. I go there, spend a couple of days. Last day, I go hard. I'm grabbing Jared. I'm grabbing Grant. Hey, I want to work for you. I'm the best, blah, 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 blah. They said, you know what? Good, we'll hire you. I said, okay, great. I go back to Georgia. They go back to Miami because that's where they were. At that time, they're still based out of Miami. And then basically, I go back and then I get a phone interview from the chief operating officer in the business. And she gives me a phone call. And she's like, dude, your English is not good enough. We can't hire you. I said, but they said they hired me. She said, yeah, but your English is not good enough. And all you got to do is cold calling. I was like, what do you mean cold calling? And that's where I blew it. I was like, what do you mean cold calling? I'll do it. I'll do anything, right? So, being like a fucking, like, all these people that want to come work for you, I'll do anything. Fucking 60 days, they break down, right? Or not even 2 weeks, maybe sometimes. So I sounded maybe one of them, but how would she know how much of a hard worker I am, right? So anyways, she had the right to say, you know what, we can't hire you. I took it literally. When you get emails, like you get the email right here, and then like you swipe it left and you do clear. I just did it right now. It goes away. As soon as we hang up, she sends me an email and she tells me, hey, like, we're unable to hire you, blah, blah, blah. I literally swipe it left, boom. I don't even look at it. I literally hang up, like, put the phone aside. I look at, my people, my friends, like, yo, they fucking hired me. I just got a phone call. They're like, can't wait to have you. I had to lie to myself, which is, somebody call it right,
That's
wrong.
awesome.
That's all personal opinions. I lied to myself. I truly convinced myself they hired me. Literally, I finished that phone call. I walk into the owner's office, like, I have to talk to you. I just got a call. They want to hire me. They love me, and I have to go.
That's crazy.
I'll do like, I was like, yo, I'll do the 2 weeks notice. I'm going to do things the right way. I'm going to stay here till I find someone else to replace me. By the way, this guy, at some point, I was on the streets. He picked me up to let me sleep in the dealership. So I was homeless, and he picked me up at some point. And I said, I did it right. I actually, my brother was just coming from Jordan, and I put my brother there. He didn't do so well. But however, like, I figured out he's set before I left, and then sold the couple, cars that I had under my name, and then literally gave my mom a little bit of money, took the rest, bought a reliable 2007 Honda Fit, black, beat up on the front. AC sometimes works, sometimes not. Bought that car, drove down to Miami, and literally went to LA Fitness on Biscayne 123rd, showered, put my suit on, and then basically went to Grant Cardone's office and showed up at 7 in the morning, 7:30, 7:40. The chief operating officer shows up. She's like, hey, aren't you Jalal? I'm like, exactly me.
Wow.
She's like, didn't we just say no to you? Like, what are you doing in Miami? I was like, ma'am, I mean, let me tell you this. You drove a couple miles to get here for your no. I drove 1,000 miles for my yes. The least that you can do, just give me some time. That's
Amazing.
it. She says, like, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. I was like, ma'am, please. I literally left everything sold. I'm literally here to make this work. She's like, okay, you can wait outside. So basically, she wanted to see what would Grant say when he gets here. Then Grant walks in. As soon as he comes out of the elevator, he's like, dude, Jalal, the guy from Mexico. I was like, dude, yeah, that's me. He said, dude, I love it, man. Welcome to Miami. Like, what's so spontaneous about it?
That's crazy.
They literally set me on the couch for like 6 hours. I was on the couch for 6 hours outside waiting till they made the time, to sit with me. And because, it's unexpected. Sat down there for maybe, if not even more than 6 hours. I sat on the couch. The whole time on the couch, they got books on the table. I literally finished one book on the table while I'm there waiting. And then we finished. And literally when they put me in the interview, then I finally sat down with Grant and Jerry Glam, sat down with them both. Then they're like, well, fuck, yeah, your English is not great. Let's call it what it is. But fuck, man, how many people willing to do what you did? You know what? Give this fucker a desk. And that's exactly what happened. I got a desk, worked there for a couple of months, almost 4 months. And then I got fired for reasons I can't talk about. But I got fired. It was not production. But again, but here's my thing. It was my fault. I got fired because I did not do something right. And it was me. So blaming nobody but myself. So, however, I got fired. I thought it was the worst thing in my fucking life. I was like, shit, I sold everything in Georgia. I got fired. Like, I don't even know where to go. So went to my the unit I used to sleep in. It was like $725 off of a Craigslist. I was living with this lady in, like in a separate room, and it's like a little shit show, $700 a month.
Yeah.
So slept there, and it was behind Whole Foods, also on 123rd. And there was like this little community. That's where I rented that room. Went there, I was depressed for like 2 days. I got on my computer, and while I'm driving home, I just got fired out of his office. I'm driving home, I'm listening to his podcast or something he was doing. And he was saying, look how much real estate around you. Like, look how much, out of this view, we're looking at probably billions of dollars worth of real estate. I can count buildings, I can count houses. There's at least $4 or $5 billion you're looking at. So I started looking at it, and I'm like, I'm on Collins. You're looking at the giant buildings. And I'm like, that is true. He's like, oh, there's so much abundance. I was like, I'm going to do real estate. That's it. Then I called Gold Coast. I go get my license. They didn't want to let me in because the class already started. And the classes that you take over a weekend, they do one a month of them. And they're like, oh, you got to wait till next month. I was like, no, you don't understand. I can't fucking wait till next month. I need to get in right now. I need my license by Monday. She's like, sir, that's not how it works. I was like, okay, we'll figure it out. First, let me get in this damn class. The class been started a day already. And the class, I think it's 1 week, not a weekend. Sorry, it's 1 week. Right. So 1 or 2 days has been passed. I'm coming in on the second or third day. They can't do that. Then I said, okay, no problem. I stayed with her on the phone. She just would not do it. I was like, oh, fuck it. I'll do it again. I got myself in my car, drove down to the school, and the classes go. I was like, dude, just let me in. That's all you got to do. Just fucking let me in. Give me the books. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. So I go in there. I convince her. I literally, the class for me was 3 days because I went in halfway. And then I passed the test. I think everybody does. Everybody cheats, right? I think anybody studied for the school test. Then I go to the school, to the state exam. I failed that thing 7 times. I passed on the 8th because every test I took a review after. So they let you know what questions you got wrong and what's the right answer. So technically I took the fucking test 14 fucking times.
Wow.
Then I passed on the 8th. So technically 15 because I have to do a review for that one. And to the point, when I go do my test, the lady that was there that welcomes you, to go take your test, the front desk lady, she's like, dude, do you want to try our insurance license? Do you want to try something else? I'm like, no, this is going to work, So at some point, that 7th test, all the questions got repeated. And basically, I knew the answers are from the reviews. I didn't even study the book. And it just fucking passed. That's the truth. Anyways, I get into, the business. I literally, I got my, paper says passed. I'm walking to my Honda and I'm like, dude, you know what? If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. I go on my Instagram, change my name to the King of Miami Real Estate. I said, that's me. That is me. Right. I go then at some point, I'm on Instagram, I'm looking at hashtags, what brokers in Miami and whatever. And I see George Canchabello for Lifestyle International Realty posted a book of Seller Be Sold for Grant Cardone. I was like, oh, he's a broker. I can put my license under him. And he already reads that kind of book. So we must be on the same mentality, mindset. I'll go work for him. So I go work for them, right? Then it took me maybe a few months into under my license that is currently inactive. I've done maybe 1 or 2 deals. Then I'm looking around me, all the people that were driving the nice cars and doing doing well for themselves are on the other side of the office. And then I figured out they're doing the investing thing, right? They're buying, selling, building, wholesaling, the whole thing. And I was like, well, I hate showing houses and going to houses telling people, oh, this is where you're going to raise your fucking kids in this backyard right here and this fucking $200,000 house. You're going to live for the rest of your life. Selling a dream, that is a fucking nightmare. It just did not make sense to me. You know, and that's another thing. Like if you're not buying a $5-6 million home, your dream home, or 20 million, you should not be even fucking buying a home. Different topic. I can talk about another time, but it just contradicted itself to me. I can't sell a $300,000 home that to the core of my bones, I believe they should not be buying. Right. They should be renting, and they should keep their fucking money. That was my take on it. So it just didn't work for me. Then I realized I want to work with investors like more like cash sales, because I'm used to car sales. I sell a car, I get paid today. You know what I'm saying? Yep. The closest thing to it in real estate was cash sales. That's the fastest real estate transaction. Who's doing that? The cash buyers for buy, fix, and flip. I was like, this is where I need to focus. That's where I fucking need to be. Then I started working for them, and their company was called InvestQuest Partners. And I was working for them. I was a very loyal guy on the phone. I worked from 8 in the morning till about 8, 9 p.m. at night on the phone. I went homeless at that point because I have no money to pay rent, and they allowed me to sleep in their office. I slept in their office for almost 6-7 months. Literally, I slept in the office every day. I clean the office. I do whatever they need me to do. Call me bitch boy, call me whatever. I don't care. And the cool thing is to the story, the broker did all of this. Still in Miami, Lifestyle International Realty, one of the biggest brokerages in the entire state right now, 600-700 agents. He's still with us. He exists. It's a story from 3-4 years ago. Mm-hmm. I brought him to my event once to share his point of my. I even told him I need footage of me sleeping in the office. I know there's cameras. I still haven't gotten them, but there is so many people that are still out with us in the industry that have been in my life when I was sleeping in the office. Waking up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, sneaking into LA Fitness, not to work out, to shower and come back to the office to make my calls. I got made fun of. My shirts were wrinkly. I smelled sometimes. I couldn't sneak in to take a shower, but I didn't give two flying fucks. All I needed by 8 a.m. to be on the phone making calls. That's it. And all I was cold calling is realtors on MLS and telling them I'm the fucking best buyer they can have and doing MLS deals. And basically, that's all I've done from 8 in the morning till literally 8 o'clock at night. I was calling till 10, till the broker was like, dude, it's illegal to call people after 8. I was like, really? Is it like jail? Because if it's not, maybe I can still do it.
Is it jail?
I was like, if it's not jail, maybe I can still do it. Like, I don't know, you know? I was crazy, impulsive, and working like headed forward like a bull because I didn't know much. I didn't know I'm not supposed to call late. I don't know about lawsuits. I don't know about a damn thing. I just know one thing. Pick up the fucking phone and something good will come out of it. I did my first deal 8 months in, and then I get paid $2,000 after 8 fucking months, man. I make $2,000 on a deal that I did for the office, you know? And then I'm like, oh my God, like if I stayed valeting cars and selling cars, you know, like maybe I would have made more than $2,000 in 8 months. Like what the hell? I still had to give half of it to my mom. And then I was like, dude, well, fuck that. I'm still homeless. I'm still like sleeping out of my car or out of the office. It's not going to change much. But I said, you know what? I can look around me. I see people driving fucking $500,000 cars in real estate. Call this whatever you call it. You're thinking of at 21 years old. So my mindset was, well, there is people that are so rich in real estate. And if it's not making me money, that means I'm not making it work. Not work. There's something I'm doing wrong. Because there's guys around me, fucking Bentleys and Blotchies. I'm like, well, shit, they're so rich doing this. Why not me? That means I'm doing something wrong. I stayed in it. Listen to this. So now I have about 1,200. I gave 800 to my mom. I said, fuck, man, like I need to meet people. So I go hang out in Plantation. There's on University Drive, there's a hookah bar, hookah lounge full of Arabs. I'm Arab, by the way. Mm-hmm. I was like, I need Arabs. I need to fucking meet some people, right? Mm-hmm. And then the first thing I do, where's the nearest hookah lounge? I get told about the hookah lounge. It's in Plantation. It's called Dandana. And I go there, and the owner of the hookah lounge, a guy looks just like me. He's a little fatter, you know, got a bald head, same fucking thing, had a yellow Lamborghini Gallardo in the front. Then I'm smoking hookah on a table with people that I met there. I went alone, by the way. I just fucking ended up on the table with people. I was like, I'm looking at them. They're playing cards. I'm like, dude, they look like bums. And I'm sitting with them. I was like, guys, who's the fucking card for? They're like, oh, the owner. I was like, where's the owner? I was like, oh, he sits outside, smokes hookah with his rich friends. But I was like, well, fuck, I'm on the wrong table. Shit, I'm on the wrong fucking table. Right. I get up. I go to the counter. I pay for his hookah. It's $20. He doesn't need to pay. He's the owner. He actually, I get to find out he's the owner of the entire plaza. I didn't know. Wow. So listen, I go pay for his hookah. I go with, I was like, hey, look, I don't know you. You don't know me, but I just paid for your hookah. The least we can do is be friends. Can I sit down with you? The guy laughs. He's a dip. He laughs. He sits down like, okay, you got a minute. What you need? You know, like that type of attitude. I made the guy laugh. I was literally, my first question was like, there's no fucking way. No fucking way. You're driving that car selling $20 hookah. I said, oh no, man, I'm in the real estate business. It's literally like boom, right? I was like, really? What do you do? He said, oh, well, I own plazas like this one. I was like, you own this plaza? He said, yeah. I was like, fuck, you're rich, man. The guy like literally was laughing again. So now we're like, okay, I like this guy. I can laugh with him, right? Then I'm like, okay, well, within, conversations later, where you're from, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and then I asked him, was like, have you ever tried to sell any of them? He said, no. I was like, which property you like the least out of your entire portfolio? He said, oh, I love them all. I said, well, which one is your favorite? He said, this one. I said, that means there is one that is your least favorite.
Nice.
If you favorite this one. And the guy's like, yeah, that's true. I got this 8 units building. I got a couple of stores in the front, 8 units on top on Oakland Parkway. I don't like it. I tried to sell it for $327. I couldn't sell. I was like, dude, I gotta go. I'll give you the $327 like fucking tomorrow. The guy's like, oh, really? He said, yeah. I said, okay. Dude. I was like, dude, I don't need listing. I don't need none of this bullshit. Let me figure this one out. He said, okay, great. Go do it. He said, bring me your buyer. I said, okay. I was like, look, I'm going to go take pictures of the building in the front. Is that okay? He said, yeah, but don't bother the tenant. I literally go back to my office. I take an insurance agent shirt, because he used to work at the office too, and a hat. And I go there as an insurance guy, and I take pictures of all the fucking units, told them it was for the office. Listen to this. Listen to this. I go take pictures. I didn't even know I'm supposed to do this on camera. But I didn't transact insurance policies, so I didn't do anything illegal.
Right.
I just went, hey, I need to take pictures of the property. I take pictures of everything, right? I go back to my office. Listen to this. I make a whole platform thing on Constant Contact, because I went back to my broker. I was like, dude, what is this fucking thing you guys always doing, sending all these emails of deals? I was like, how do you guys do this? Like, to go on Constant Contact, follow as many people on LinkedIn, extract the emails, put them all in Constant Contact, and do an email blast. I said, that's it. He said, that's it. I spent all fucking night adding people on LinkedIn. Like, I didn't sleep. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to give it verbatim. I did not fucking sleep. Mm-hmm. I stayed up from maybe 7, 8 p.m. Next day, like 9 a.m., he comes in, and I'm still in the same desk adding people. I was like, dude, I think I got like 5,000, 6,000 people now. He said, okay, great, let me show you. He thought I was on crack. He fucking puts everything on he showed me how on the YouTube video, like, hey, that's how you do it. Right. I did it. Then I did, this thing for pictures of the property, blah, 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 on Constant Contact. I think that's what it was called. It's an email blast service, and I send out the email. Realtor calls me from Jacksonville. He's like, oh, I got a buyer, perfect buyer, blah, blah, blah. I don't know a fucking thing, dude. I don't know anything. I said, cool, send them over. He said, okay, great, I'll send them over. It's a scam. I'm thinking it's a scam. And he's like, okay, my buyer will be there at 4, pick him up from the airport. I said, okay, sure, I'll pick him up. But I'm like, fuck, I sleep in my car. I got shirts in my Honda AC. It smells like shit. Call it what it is. I can't pick him up in this car. I go to my broker, which is, I'm going to make sure he sees this interview. Okay. I go to his E-Class. I take his key, and then obviously after he let me take it, and then went and picked up the buyer, look how not knowledgeable I was. I took the buyer directly to the owner. I was like, yo, he wants to buy the property. Like, you would think it's some childish shit. It's like, hey, he wants to buy the property. You're the owner. Let's make it work. I was like, dude, it's not a drug deal. That's not how it works. I said, sure, we're here. How can we make it work, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I was like, dude, whatever you give me, like, I can fix it, right? I was like, sure, how can we make it work? It's like, well, first, let's make sure he sees the building. I said, Doug, all the tenants know me. He's like, how did they know you? I was like, oh shit. I was like, I'll tell you later. I literally have all the tenants' numbers.
Oh shit! I love it.
He's like, how did he know you? I was like, I know, man. I got this app, does it? Like, yeah, I'm making up shit at that point. Listen. I was like, dude, I'll call him. We'll get in right now. The buyer only needed to get into like 4 units, really. He didn't need to get in all of them. I showed them the building. I went to the buyer. Then, no. The seller stayed there. I took the buyer, showed them the building. We went back to the seller's office. And then basically the buyer's like, okay, I'll take it. Older Asian guy. He's like, okay, I'll take it. I want to buy it. Literally did the contract there and everything. And then it closed on that property within like 15 days. And then the owner wanted 327. I marketed for 350. And basically at closing, after negotiation or whatever fees, and he hands me a $13,000 check.
Nice.
And
Beautiful.
I'm homeless. I'm fucking homeless.
How did that day feel?
Oh, dude, literally better than when I first made my first million. That's for sure. Yeah, 100%. And it just felt like, oh my God, I'll never be homeless again. Like literally, first thing I did when got a room, shared room, it was like $900 because I got it like in Midtown. Like I didn't go back to that. I went to Midtown, got a room off Craigslist again, shared condo. The room was $950 or $900, and took a shower, slept in my own mattress. It just felt like, man,
that is beautiful.
And
what year is this, right?
What year?
Yeah.
2017. End of 16, early 17.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like people think I've made it fast, but my thing is you don't know what the fuck is in the middle. Because the one thing that worked out for me is I don't have money to go out. So I had nothing else to do but work. And I don't know Miami. And I'm scared to drive my car because I don't have enough money for gas. I don't know when I can fill it up again. So I was always on foot, sleeping in the office, and had nothing else to do other than make the fucking calls. So this was my way out of misery. And I believed it, you know? And then I'll give him credit too. Like I learned a lot from Grant Cardone, which is, I came to America like a sponge. Like his books were like fucking Bible to me. Like everything he says is right. I'm not questioning he's wrong or is other speakers saying it's different. No, dude, I believe it. I chose to learn here. I fucking believe it. I want to be a Christian. I read the fucking Bible. You want to be Jewish? Read the fucking, their book. Stop comparing the books. Go all in, right? Like I was like, okay, so I'm learning this, and this guy gave me this link, and for some reason I got hooked on the language, the way he spoke. I got hooked, and I said, I don't need to fucking listen to Tony and the other guys teaching the same thing. Dude, here's the funny thing. That guy could have given me a link for anybody else too. Right. And I would have been all in on it too, But the style, the enthusiasm was similar to mine. And it just, the words came to me easier, if that makes sense.
Likewise. Yeah, same here.
Yeah, so I just fucking went all in, and then it worked. And then, figured out my phone. My phone was the way to get out of this. Then from that $13,000 deal, dude, went bought a suit at Express, got my suit, got a little fucking pocket square,
Yeah.
Then they tell me there's a real estate event at Zuma in Brickell. I said, dude, I'm a fucking ball out. I'm not going to spend my 13. First thing I called my mom. I sent her $1,000. Told her that I love her. I take care of my mom till today. All my family, in fact. And then I go to Express, my suit, the shirt, the fucking shoe, the whole thing was like around $400. Bought it because I need a suit. I don't have a black suit. And I go to that event and I meet a fucking doctor. And the doctor was like, dude, I need a condo. Literally call it what it is. Like, I need a condo to cheat on my wife with. I'm like, dude, I got the perfect condo for you. I swear to God, like, dude, I know exactly the right condo for you too. Like, listen. I'm joking, dude. Listen, I take everything light, I take everything light. I'm like that guy. The guy's like, I need a condo to do my little thing. I said, dude, I got the perfect condo for you, little. I promise. I'm like, dude, do this. It was like a Friday night, Saturday, 11 in the morning. I had him in the condo. Dude, Saturday, Wednesday of the same week, I had him closed. I had him wire and close in the same fucking week. And then I made $8,000 on that deal. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so rich. Like, it's crazy. Like, yeah. Then to me, it was a game. Oh, dude, if I can just keep doing this, things work. I'm going to keep doing it. Like, I have an obsessive personality. I'm a Scorpio. Maybe that, means something. But when I hook on something and it works, it's just I fucking suck all the juice out of it. And if I had signs of the growth and the fact that this works, I was like, I'm going to fucking kill it. And then it kept doing deals on my own now. And then at some point, like I had like this 4 or 5 months, I didn't close a deal. I was like, I have a lot of deals on a contract, but nothing's closing because liens, problems. I started learning about liens now. And then I said, okay, I'm going to put the phone down. and stop fucking prospecting because I'm a one-man show. I need to make calls to fix the fucking problems of the deals that I have on the contract to close. So 3 months worth of deals not closing, all it closed on month 4, whatever that month was. And in 1 month, I took home 700 and something dollars, almost 100. Nice. And that's the month that changed my fucking life. I have way too many stories how I got there, but I would take the whole fucking next 2 hours telling you how I got there. But however, like I took some crazy, I literally like had one deal that basically made the most money, is a deal that was being sold for $68,000 in Liberty City, burned down house, fucking crackheads, you know, whatever. I go to somebody and I tell them, hey, I need the money. And I got that deal under contract. I had $27,000 saved up at that point. I put 25 as non-refundable deposit. I didn't know any better. Non-refundable fucking deposit on that deal. Then I go to that guy. You would know him, but I don't want to mention his name. He does not deserve the credit. Okay. At that time, he was a good person. Now he's a shitty one. He'll know himself when he sees this too. So I go there. I was like, dude, I guarantee it's a great fucking deal. He goes the deal, does the comms. Again, I'm still green. He's like, dude, that's a shitty deal. Like, you need to get your deposit back. I was like, oh, fuck, I'm fucked. Like, I was like, how about this? I mean, it was a lot of back and forth, go there, blah, blah, blah. Then I was like, dude, it's the greatest fucking house. It's amazing. I take the guy there with his wife. Fucking as soon as I park, 2 homeless people literally sleeping at the fucking door. And one was laying with a fucking needle out of their hand. The needle's still in their hand. Jeez. I was like, oh my God, I just told them it was the best house in fucking America. And this is the first thing they see. And the guy's like, oh, dude, I don't want to be involved in this stuff. He didn't even get out of the car. I was like, dude, it's a great fucking house. I'll clean myself. I'll get the people out. I was like, you know what? Hold on. I was like, yo, get the fuck up, man. Get out of the fucking house, dude. I literally got the bums out there. I was like, dude, walk out, man, walk away. I was like, see, it's a great deal, man. The guy's like, dude, are you on anything? I was like, dude, I literally have all my fucking life savings in this fucking deal. Like, it needs to work. Then I told the guy, look at this. We need $68,000 to close. I already given them a 25. Pay the difference, whatever the numbers are. Pay the difference. And when we sell it, it's for you to get your money back. If it's like the deal is so bad, sell the deal for $25,000 less and take your money, and I don't want nothing. And It made sense. I was like, okay, great, dude. We sold the fucking deal for 100 and something, not rehab, wholesaled it on MLS. And each one of us, whatever the numbers were, each one of us took almost 30 grand home. And plus our profit, our initial investment. So we doubled. I was like, I fucking told you, you stupid. I told you, you know? Yeah, But when we closed, after closing, he closed. He was signing. I didn't even fucking sign. I just literally like, everything was under his name. So luckily I didn't get that fucked over. When they were closing, I was at the house with gloves, picking up the needles, cleaning the house myself, you know, to make it ready for, you know, buyers to come see those fucking crazy. But, so that was one of the deals that helped me, you know, get to that bigger month. And the rest were like smaller ones, but add up, everything was great. But I don't want people to think, oh man, that was doing that monthly. That was the only big month I had in those days. And it wasn't like 1 month worth of deals. It was like deals from previous months too. So divide that over 3, but it looked better in 1 month, right?
Right, yeah, sure.
And that was my biggest month. And from there, honestly, it's been crazy. But you know, what helped me to get up the most, to get out of being just a guy who's moving deals, to, you know, thank God, you know, and I'm grateful to where I stand, which is, I don't think I'm the big shot. I just still think there's so much for me to go for, is buildings like this. Actually, we're looking at it, multifamilies. Like one of my buildings that I bought, basically bought it for 1.5, almost doubled in value. And because of things I've done to the property, I mean, doubled. Now you're multiplying 1.5 by 2. You know, if you don't know the numbers, that's a $3 million. Yeah. And you know, refining this, buying that, and everything fucking going up in value is really, really what took me up there. And then I was smart enough to not go buy the Lambos and the stuff, you know, that I want more than anybody else that owns it. Is I milked the juice from the milk out of this fucking cow. I said, "Cool." That's how bad my English. And I put it into those cash cows, right? And them going up in value, and then me dumping all my cash and staying broke, you know, and then consistently having to milk the marketplace for more money. like, you know, like when I closed up my biggest deal, dude, I had to put down 500 grand down, 475. I had 520 saved up. I needed about 30 grand easily to just get in the building and fucking paint and do anything easily. And my business needs $20,000 a month to survive. So basically, I went down to nothing. So I closed, and everybody's excited for me. Oh my God, your first big deal! Like, let's go celebrate. I'm like, motherfucker, like, I'm down to nothing. Literally, I had my assistant call our landlord and everybody to see if we can put our payments on credit cards. Landlord had to get cash. He doesn't take fucking Amex for rent, you know? And then I managed to get like about 60% of it on credit cards, and the rest I had to pay in cash. Like, okay, now do you know what I did? I pulled my fucking computer out of my own this little fucking nice corner. I put my computer on a cubicle, and I got on the cubicle, put my fucking dialer. I was on the phone myself. Like, I killed it, you know? And then I was doing a deal a day, a deal a day, a deal a day, a deal a day. Yeah, I'm that fucking good. But I suck sometimes too, don't get me wrong. But I would average like fucking 15 deals a month myself, minus the team, but not including the team. And it's just that emergent, man. It's like, I gotta, you know, that's like my magic piece now. See, when you're poor, you grab this. When you're rich, you get one of those, you know?
Nice.
It's only like a couple $100,000. But you get what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm basically condensing my story because I don't take all the time on here just talking about my story. But the whole thing, it was just like taking risks, betting on myself, knowing if I lose it all, I can get up again. I'm only 27 years old. I can do it again. I did it in 4 years. I can do it in 2 now. I know that. And I'm smart with my money. I know where I'm placing my money. I don't have a lot of money. A lot of people do. Not me, but I'm smart enough to know a million is not 100 million, and stop fucking around and put it into something where you can't touch it. And that was my magic trick. And kept going back to zero and getting back to, you know, where I need to be. Then do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. And now I'm in the process, well, very early on in the process, in possibly pulling off 60 units complex. And it's in Miami. It's not in fucking Wisconsin or whatever for fucking $2 a door.
Right.
You're talking Miami, you're talking 100, 110 a door. Like that's a ballsy move for me. So I'm not sure about all of the parts of it, but I'm sure it's the best thing that I can do. We'll see what we're going to do. But God willing, I believe in God. I don't know if somebody watching this does it, but I think because I work so hard, he'll reward me, and you know, things going to be great for me, man. This is the shortest I can put my story. I'm sorry if I took too long.
No, that's an amazing story, man. Wow.
Yeah. Thank you, man. And I do this event, Miami Movers. I do it once a year. Last year, dude, like first one I've done, 50 people showed up. And that one I did it, I was like, let me see if people would come to see me. Like all these people follow me on Instagram. Let me see if they would fucking show up, you know? And it was like, how much did I charge? Dude, my first event, I was like $299 ticket. People showed up. We had like 70 people there. I was like, fuck, like people might like me. Shit, like this is good. Yeah. Like people don't like me as much as my mom thinks. I was like, okay, good. And then fucking second year, dude, I do this next one. I said, okay, I'm going to do 200 people. And like, we had like 230. And I'm like, wow. And this year I was going for 500 and Corona, you know, I can't get 500 together.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I would have pulled it off. I know I would have pulled it off. I would have pulled off 500 fucking people with an event nobody ever fucking seen like. Like, it's not fucking just people on stage telling you fucking work more, save your money. But no, I was going to do something. Well, oh my God, dude. Wait till 2020 comes. Like, I'm going to do something when I land on that fucking stage, you might think Jesus came back. That's all. Yeah. Like, I'm that committed, dude. It's going to be yeah, dude. That's my story, man. Whatever questions you got.
Man, that's amazing. This is going to be a required prerequisite interview for, you know, all of my students. And I can't wait. I can't wait for people to see it. Wow. Yeah. All right, man. So yeah, let's go back and pick apart a couple things. What that experience in Grant's office, let's start with that. What are some of the takeaways you got there, and maybe some of your biggest lessons learned?
Well, you know, the biggest one is you can't go far alone. And not the biggest one, that's one of the biggest one, but the one thing is how much work it takes to get like a team that big to work properly at the same time with almost no fuck ups. And if there is, there's so minimal that you wouldn't even notice at the same time to accomplish something that big. Everybody think they're cool because they're, managing someone or dude, like the amount of tenacity, organization, dedication that goes to run an organization that big, it takes a fuck ton of work. And the fact that he was 60 and still showing up to do with us, it just didn't make any sense until it did, obviously. And that's my biggest takeaways.
Gotcha. Okay. And then I want to go to the name, which I love, but you're a relatively unknown guy, and you come out saying, I'm the king. I'm the fucking king of Miami real estate. How was that received? And what are your thoughts on some of the comments or some of the things I'm sure people said to you?
Dude, you're so sophisticated, spoken, and well-spoken that my answers may seem fucking irrelevant at this point. Because my answers are simple. So here's my thing. Literally, I saw a meme from Muhammad Ali on Instagram, and it says, Muhammad Ali called himself the greatest before he lays a punch. I was like, if he can fucking do it, I'm the king of Miami real estate. I haven't laid a punch yet. Literally, I swear to God, it wasn't no thinking. It was just, I'm walking to my car, I'm on Instagram, like, I see the meme, I sit in the car, like, oh, fuck, well, I'm going to do it too. It was that little. Like, it was not a big thing, Then come to find out later, it was a good thing is when people were picking on it, like, oh, dude, you haven't even done a rental yet. Like, you're crazy.
Right.
I'm like, sure, but I see it. You don't. Fuck you.
Right. Exactly.
People
Nice,
call me
man.
a clown plenty of times. Like, it's just, the fact that I listen to so much maybe and it doesn't affect me, that skill or muscle, whatever you call it, got built in those days. Is me being a nobody, no money. Days I didn't smell my best, days I didn't look my best, I didn't have a place to sleep and do my shirts, is the days when I got the most criticism, and then because in those days I was, I guess, crazy enough to call myself the king of Miami real estate. And then you're a nobody and you're calling self this. Do you know the amount of shit you'll hear?
Right.
People in the office were saying, dude, you're not going to last, to my face.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you smell like shit. You talk like a clown. You'll not last. Most of them would quit the fucking business, and most of them would fucking die to lick my shoe now. Maybe their net worth would go up if they do. and I can't wait till they see this.
Yeah, yeah.
I just believed I'm going to be somewhere, and I believe it. And I still remember everybody shitted on me back then and said the mean things. And then one time there's a girl, her name is Riza Perez. It has a happy ending story. So
okay.
she would be like so mean to me because I was annoying and my voice is loud. I literally went up to her face and was like, listen, I'm going to be a big shot one day. Don't be mean to me. Trust me, you don't want to lose me. Bro, she would donate food for me to eat. Like, that's how little I was. And then the other day, I made a post about something I've accomplished, something big deal, whatever the fuck it was. And she comments on it. She comments on my picture. I've always believed it. Oh, because I made it on The Real Deal, for not wearing a mask. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, yeah. I want to get to that in a bit.
So, look. So many people saw that comment, and it was very spontaneous too. I don't know if I can see it now. Riza. She comments something, always believed in you. Something like that. It's on that post. If anybody wants to go through it. By the way, follow me on Instagram at the King of Miami Real Estate. If you put it here somewhere, like right here,
Yep,
and
we'll do.
So basically she says, oh, I always believed in you. And I commented back to her. I was like, hey, I always told you when I was homeless, I am going to be somebody. Be nice to me. And literally she calls me like crying, like crazy.
Love it.
I mean, it's just, I see it, man. I see where I'm going to be. I'm going to be the fucking youngest guy ever made it in this industry. And I know that for a fact. And there's a lot of people making money now, which is may not fade away soon. But I'm going to be the guy in 20 years will be talked about. And I really know it because I'm willing to sacrifice everything for it. I'm willing to sacrifice no lifestyle. You don't see me walk around with fucking $100, $100,000 watches. I know where I'm going to get to, man. And I'm not going to get there selling fucking courses. Like I see the other bigger now ones on stage, not doing deals, and that's the one thing, because the reason I found out about you, I learned something from a video you did. Then I contacted you. when I saw a video for you, because there's something I wanted to learn about, how to find buyers, and then I YouTubed it, then you came up, and I watched the video, and then I went to Instagram, realized you're in Miami. I was like, dude, I like this guy. I'm gonna message this guy.
Nice, appreciate it.
And I applied whatever that was there, and it worked out very well.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no, pay credit where it's due.
Appreciate that.
Of
And
course.
yeah, man, it's a very seemingly simple question, the name thing. But the reason I kind of wanted to ask that is because, I do work with like a lot of newbies, and a lot of them have this kind of imposter syndrome. So just what you talked about is like, you got to see, they won't get on the phone with a realtor because they feel like, well, I'm nobody. I haven't done deals, or I don't have a lot of money, and I can't talk to this realtor because they are more experienced or they're higher level. And so I'm trying to get through to them like, yo, you got to see it. You got to see the future you. And
so your question was, man, I literally signed the closing docs in between.
Nice.
I literally just did two today. That's amazing. So the question you were asking, people that are new getting on the phone, and then they think that the people on the phone are better than them because they know more than them, and how could they, get over that? I have that issue sometimes with the newer kids that we hire, new people that we hire, and feeling that. And then basically they're gonna go through phases. One, they're gonna go through the phase, oh well, shit, they might know more than me. But if the person that you hire, the person that is under you, is really taking everything you're saying and you're giving them a proper education, then they start realizing most of the fucking realtors don't know a damn thing. And they literally suck at what they do, and they should be de-licensed, and they need to be fucking like voided, and then this, but at the same time, you can't eliminate that fear. They're just going to have to do it anyways. It's really not learning how to get over it, because you're not going to fucking get over it if it's on your mind. It's just learning to know it's there, acknowledge it, and do the right thing anyways. Again, go back to my closing line, do it anyways. You feel it. Because here's the thing, that guy that is feeling that way, and whoever's that guy, he needs to fucking listen. Look at my fucking mouth when I say it. When you fuckers start closing deals and having financial confidence, and you start having some money and success in your life because of you picking up the phone, you lose that fear, because now it's just a thing you do. Nobody fears it drinking water, but I guarantee the first human being on earth is like, fuck, should I drink water? Shit, baby, I'll die. Fuck, I'll try. Oh, that's fine. Now we drink water, So really doing it. And then that's why, in my office, but the guys get over it quick, because you see other people next to you doing it. So it's doable. There's a thing to doing it when you're alone in a room and you don't know a damn thing. You're new to it and you're trying to do it all alone, and you're, in between four walls. I understand. But if that's your situation, that's fine. Do it anyways. If you suck that bad, in fear and whatever, then go work for you, or wherever, and get in a room where others are doing it, and then your balls will fucking, inflate.
It's a good way to put it. Yeah.
And that's the thing on it. It's just do it anyways, get over it. Once you start closing deals, you lose all of that fear. This is bullshit. Mierda.
Perfect. And yeah, man, just to reiterate in case it cut out, but that's what I was saying is basically you also saw it before other people saw it. And so I think that's one takeaway that I want to push to the audience. Now that you're talking about the team, I just wanted to get an idea of how do you start your day? I mean, I kind of know, but we'll tell the folks. And what do your mornings look like? I like to tune in for the morning meeting stuff. I think that's so empowering for the team, but just some of the things that you make sure that you're doing with them every day, the things that you're doing for yourself every day. And I guess kind of what you look for, I guess some of the most important tasks, or be it KPIs, or like the most important things that you look like, you say, if this gets done today, and not just a deal, but like in terms of actions, it's a good day. Like what does that whole day kind of look like, starting with your personal routine, your workout, stuff like that, to the team, to the rest of the day?
A great day for me is, I'm up by exactly 5 a.m. every single day. Been for years now. I work out, finish. I've been having the same breakfast also for years. It's 5 to 6 eggs, 1 banana, cup of coffee. I'm out the door. I'm at my office by sometime between 8, maybe 20. I'm here. I call my mom every single fucking day on my way to the office. That's a good 15 minutes of a conversation with her every day or every other day at most. Get into the office. The entire team is role playing between 8:20, 8:30 till about 9:05 every single day. They're role playing for 20 minutes, 20 up to 30 minutes before the morning meeting. I do the morning meeting. We get into morning meeting is 9:05, right? By the way, if you're in my office past 8:30 or late and do it 3 times, you're done. And I'm very strict on that. My office is a military fucking boot camp. Like the week will not last. Will not last a week. The week will not last a week in my office.
Right.
So I'm very disciplined here, and the guys too, the ones that have been here, right? So they role play from 8:30 to 9:05. 9:05, I do the morning meeting. Basically, our morning meeting is like shenanigans. Like the morning meeting starts with like the theme song for the movie The Purge.
I don't know that one actually.
Oh, I'll do it. You know The Purge? You know that movie?
I saw like the very first one, but it was a while ago. I don't really.
Yeah, that movie, The Purge, where like one day a year there is this announcement that goes on, and everybody can kill whoever and do whatever the fuck they want for 6 hours. So here's how our morning meeting starts. So we play this, right?
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials
so here, everybody's like, everybody's standing like, just take a breath, inhale the deals, exhale the bullshit. That's what I'm saying, right? Then here's where it gets to. I'm trying to show you.
Medical services will be unavailable until
so we have the same one, same beat and everything, but the words are different. It's all about business, but it's the beat, right? And here, everybody's closing their eyes. That's 1, and that 2, and I say 1, 2, and 3 after me, folks. All right, 1, 2, and 3. I'm amazing. I'm a beast. I'm a force of nature. Today is my day to win. Again, today is my day to win. All right, give yourself a motherfucking clap, folks. Everyone's clapping. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Then the beat starts. Then I pause it and I say, okay, guys, today is Friday, and we go by purge out, and everybody says Friday, Yeah. And then I tell them, hey, today's Friday. It's this day of the month. We got 16 days till the end of the quarter. Till the end of the month, we got 12,280 hours till the end of the quarter. Till the end of this month. So we go from 30 days to 30 days, but we do this every single fucking morning. Everybody knows how many days left in the month, how many hours left till the end of the month. Everybody knows how many minutes we have from today till the end of the month. Everybody knows where they need to be by the end of the month. They know the deadline. They know the timing. They're reminded every fucking day in the morning, throughout the day. And after work, they stay and they train. I'm here too.
Beautiful. Love it.
Like, killing it.
Love it.
Because I say, if you're a bull, you're a bitch. I have a bracelet that says it. Don't be the bull, be the bitch. No, don't be the bitch.
Don't be the bitch.
Don't be a bitch. You don't want to be that. Yeah.
But I got some Uncle G on.
Oh, I
Uncle
love
G
that one.
gear.
I love that one. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, I love it.
And so are they spending the majority of the day on prospecting, or what would you, is that breakdown a certain?
It's, I would say like from 9 till about 11, 12. It's really strictly follow-up. Then the rest of the day is entirely prospecting.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Then you pick up the phone and follow up on your hot lead whenever, obviously. If you gotta cook it,
Right.
Yeah, that's how we work. But the goal is, obviously what would make it a good day for me? So doing the morning meeting, getting into the day, everybody's on the phones by 9, 10. And a good day is each one of them getting one deal a day. Because I have a saying in my office, which is, one deal a day keeps poverty away. I've never heard a fucking guru say it. So if anybody sees it out there, I fucking came up with it.
Okay.
Pay me, motherfucker. So, I say that. So one deal a day for everybody. Everybody's on the phone. Everybody hits their metrics of an average of 1,500 dials a day. 1,500 dials a day, 10 offers out, 3 contracts a day. That's everybody's target. So, they might come up less on the contract, maybe get one, maybe none, but get his tomorrow. But the one thing that is unacceptable, can't violate it, is how many dials a day. That metric cannot fluctuate. It's if anything, it gets up, not down.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then talking time, we track all of it. So basically, if somebody has lower dials, then they pray to God they have higher talking time. So they've been working deals. Then every day, every other day, sometimes every Friday, we sit down, we listen to calls together with the team. I do it myself, and then point out what was working, what was not. Like the other day, last week, we were listening to calls, and one of the guys that had a shitty fucking call violated everything I teach on one call. He literally almost made a list of everything I said don't do, did it on one call, and hey, get up, pack, leave, we're done. And I kept listening to calls with others. It's just, dude, our business is tough, man. The week does not survive. But if I've been teaching you for a couple of months and you're not doing it right, then you're wasting your time and mine. Get out. Give that position to somebody else that wants to be here.
Fair, for sure.
Yeah. So hitting their metrics, hitting their dials, bringing in the targeted amount of contracts a day, and making sure, the back end of the office, now my office management, my assistant, my attorney, which is I have an in-house attorney, is making sure all the files go through, liens get worked out, problems get fixed, and getting to the end, to the end, and which is the close. Because you getting it under contract is one thing. You closing is a fucking different.
Yeah,
especially in Miami-Dade County, where you got more liens than addresses.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, so then, dealing with the whole thing. Then also I have so our office has like 4 offices. So then it's almost like 4 businesses. Then I go to that one, the last one, which is disposition is a different department, then management, then go to management, sit down with my managers, the guy that manages my properties, sit down under, make sure the numbers are right, everything's good. Any major issues, we sit down, we fix them, and then, it's like literally starting the morning meeting, make sure sales team is good, role playing, getting their deals. Okay, good. Let me go to the back end, my attorney, my assistant, and hey, is everything working out? Any issues? We have a third one that is virtual. Sometimes we use, sometimes we don't, but consistently we have an in-house attorney and Emily, which is you've been in contact with. Now they got to make sure everything's working on the back end of the office, and Emily basically watches everybody and everything. She's pretty much eyes and ears for me with everything going down. And I focus on the bigger problems. She focuses on the little ones that I should not even be bothered with. Then I leave that office, then I walk into the last one, and then make sure management is okay. We don't have issues. Like last week, a guy was installing an AC in one of my units. He busts one of the sprinklers, and it floods the entire unit. So we had to get a hotel. So issues like that, we had to figure it out. So it flooded the entire unit. We had to give the people a hotel, fix the unit within like 4 days, which is, is crazy. We did it. And, those things. Then I get in and I'm like, okay, now let me look up budgets now. Like, fuck, we fucked up. Now, okay, are we going to sue the AC company? Messed up? No? Okay. Well, give me a free AC. Oh, no. Like inside unit and out and condenser. Like, it's a $3,000 thing. You need to pay it. And then, those shits. And then sit down every week, every Friday, look at the statements, make sure, your profit and loss is profitable. And that's pretty much it, man. And now we're focused on doing our taxes better. Just paid the IRS a fat ass check. And now I'm focused on doing my taxes different. I'm paying it quarterly. So there's always something to be well worked on, and then it's just growth, man, And so basically while I'm with you here, I'm getting calls from every department, dispo, acquisition, my management at the properties, and my assistant. And then my attorney walked in, did a closing really quick, literally in between you sending the link. It was like, the buyer signs barely any.
Yeah.
3-4 pages. Yeah. So quick one. So if all of these just do their to-do list, it's a good day. But it doesn't usually go like that, right? But then we fix it. It's easy, we just got to go through it. I love this business, man. The stress, everything goes through it. Fucking love it. And sometimes I pick a random day, I pick my computer, put it outside in the cubicle, and like to go do deals myself, get on the phone, cold call, and just let them know I still fucking got it. The king is the king.
Yeah.
So you got to do it. That last month or the month before, I sat outside for 2 weeks. I literally did 1 deal a day every single day, even on Saturdays. 1 deal a day, 1 deal a day, 1 deal a day. Wow. And out of those deals, about 70%, 70% of them all closed.
Wow. Congrats, man. That's awesome.
Thank you so much, brothers. Letting them know, like, hey, this is doable. Once I see the team stat is dropping, right? Because, things go up and down. That's
right, sure.
Once I feel like, oh, they're dropping, maybe they're losing faith. I get up and do it myself. Hey,
Right.
no, the industry is working. You're not. Then pick up, And then when I do that, then I leave. I get back to the throne. Then everybody else is fucking killing it, Like today, I got this 19 years old kid. Dude, he's been averaging $6,000-7,000 a month. Today, he got a check. He's got a few more coming in. He's going to do like 12 to 15 grand this month. Like 19 years old.
19, yeah.
I wasn't making this at 19,
Right.
And we pay good percentages, and this kid is like, I think he'll make, like, he just started with me like 6-7 months ago. Like, he keeps going the way he is. He'll do 150, 200 this year, working in my office, which goes back. You don't always have to do it alone,
Yeah.
And
Sure.
him, he prefers to build a team under me in our office where we provide everything, and then the money's good for everybody, man.
Yeah.
Because trust me, when you run a monster like the one we got in here today, like after you chip away 25% away to the IRS, you pay your team, right? You pay your team first, then you pay the IRS, then you pay your expenses. You're not keeping much more than the team. It's just now we got to work volume in order for you to stay profitable, you know? So literally my guys keep average 15 to 20% of the deal. That's acquisition alone. Then another 10% of disposition. I'm paying them more than I'm paying the IRS.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then making sure everybody's good.
Nice. Love it.
I know.
Love it. Get some culture going on there, man.
I know. I mean, look, a culture in a company is more important to me than the company. Everybody walking into our office and feeling like we are on something is to me more important than having a company, because I'm not that guy. Because I'm a very enthusiastic and I like things a certain way, and I think they work, and I want everybody on it. And if you're not on it, you don't have to do it, man. Just go do whatever you think is right elsewhere. You don't have to be here. Right. I'm not hurt. Everybody could leave me. I'll build it again. Like, it's easy, Just pick up the phone. That's my thing. I can just pick up the phone.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
And now I know more people. I know more things. I got more liquidity. If I had to go again, I'll do it much fucking faster. Liquidity, I can call people now and get liquidity from. And I can build it fucking 10 times faster. So, because when I started, I didn't have none of that. I was the kid thinking he's going to get somewhere. If I go back to zero now, I still have my name. I still have my contacts that I can make a phone call and fucking, dude, if I literally go down to zero today, I can easily, between Monday and Tuesday, get 200-300 grand.
Yeah.
And go do deals.
Awesome.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's getting to you.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, man. So
pick up the phone, man.
So now that you're gonna throw out the name thing, right? We'll finish. I got maybe 2-3 more if you with me.
Tell me.
All right. So we got to talk about this infamous mask situation, man. This shit is all over the websites, the social media. What's going on with this mask stuff, man? Why they give me shit?
My building, they asked me to wear a mask. It caught me 2 times where I'm not gonna lie, I barely, but they caught me in the elevator not wearing it twice, and they decided to file a lawsuit to terminate my lease, and they called it eviction. But I'm paying my money, like I'm paying my monthly. It's just because they want to terminate the lease because I do not wear the mask, and basically. They filed it, and then basically next thing I know, it's on the National Realtor Association. Then the Real Deal posted about it. Channel 10 called me yesterday. They want to make an interview about it. I'm like, fuck, this thing is blowing up. Well, good. I'm going to ride it until that.
And this is the thing that I love. So many people take that as a negative, and I see you on there happy as shit, just celebrating the attention, right? Because it's your name, it's your brand.
Let me ask a question.
Attention from everywhere, right?
Ask a question.
Let's hear it.
How many people made it on the Real Deal with the name The King of Miami Real Estate?
There it is. Well, one.
I've never seen one.
Well, I mean, you'd
one other than me.
Yeah.
And the people that make it on the Real Deal, they make it for doing $20-30 million deals. I made it with not wearing a dollar mask.
Yeah.
Like, I made it for free. They made it transacting bigger deals. And kudos to that. I'd rather be that guy, don't get me wrong, but at 27 years old, on the real deal, the king of Miami real estate versus, the marquee's tallest fifth building in Miami. That article made crazy people call me. Like, I got so much attention off of it, and I took full advantage of it.
So you would say, within reason, there's no bad publicity.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, look, if you're reading on articles because you committed a fraud, then I don't know about that, right?
Right. Within reason.
As long as you're ethical, you're doing the right thing, there is no bad publicity, right? I mean, I believe I'm doing the right thing. They decided to terminate my lease because I don't wear the mask. But here's the thing. My lease expires this month anyways. So, and I already got a house that I'm moving to, so they didn't have to do it, but I'm thankful they did.
Great, yeah.
They got me on the real deal, man.
That's a good thing.
Dude, I literally got maybe like 500-600 followers, like real followers. People talk about millions of followers that they fucking others bought. Dude, I got like almost 30,000 followers, real people, buy tickets, show up, do everything, talk to me, message me. I got like 3,000-4,000 people on my story. Like, I don't have 1 million followers, but I got real people that follow me.
Right.
And it took me years to build. It's not easy. So, I wish I had 1 million, but that's what I got for now. It's only going to get better.
It's on the way.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Quick fire, man. Drop a favorite book for me. I think I know what you're going to say, but.
The 10X.
10X Rule?
10X Rule by Grant Cardone. Yeah. Okay. I read that book at least 40 times.
I thought you were going to say Sell or Be Sold, but
no,
I was close.
No,
okay.
The Closer Survival is the one that I got the lines out of.
Gotcha.
The one was personally my favorite is help me undo the things my family taught me because I come from a third world country.
Mm-hmm.
It was the 10X. Is the fact that I can do it, the fact that I can be rich, the fact I don't have to be like my dad. Like, the 10X Rule.
Nice. Yeah, I had my daughter read Be Obsessed or Be Average when she was 9 or 8 or 9.
Wow. What was her take on it?
She made it through the whole thing. Well, we talk about it, when we drive to school and just try to simplify some of the terms, but about, just going after stuff you want and stuff.
When I am
Thank you, man.
I'll be doing the same thing.
Yeah. So you want kids then?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Well, then, man, this is a hell of a story to tell them.
I'm 27 now. I'll be like 30, 32, 33. I'll pop my first.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll wait.
I like the way you put it. Have you had or do you have any mentors right now? Your thoughts on mentorship, learning from
my thoughts on
people?
Mentorship is like, let's say you made a video and I liked something about it. I applied it. You mentored me for that moment, right? I liked something Patrick David said in a couple of videos. I like it. That mentored me, right? I don't have a guy that I sit down with that shows me how to do things. I don't. I have a friend. His name is, I don't want to say his name. He doesn't like it.
Okay.
He's 42. He literally cleared $73 million last year. He's a beast, 42 is very young. The guy looks younger than me. So I sit down with him. He doesn't I don't sit down with him weekly. Hey, use my life. Tell me. No, like more like I get in a situation, something that is not favorable. I tell him and I tell him, don't tell me what to do. Tell me what you would do. And then I listen to him. Then I go do what I think is right. And obviously I'm asking because I'm going to take some of his stuff too. So in terms of, I don't have somebody like directing me consistently, but I have someone that I go to and share something I'm going through and they tell me their view and I take it. And again, I can't say his name. He doesn't like it. He's a very private guy. Yeah. But I have a friend. He's not a celebrity that I paid $1 million to sit down with me. He's just a friend that does very well for himself. Literally, he's got 3 posts on social media, maybe 200 followers. Little people know that guy is almost 100 mil liquid.
How did you get in the room with that guy without getting too specific?
Instagram. I literally,
okay.
My videos. He walked up to me at a restaurant. He said, dude, are you that annoying guy on Instagram? I said, that's exactly me. He said, I fucking hate your shit, but I love to watch it. I'm like, if you walk up to me, if it got you to walk up to me, then it works. I love it. Again, my Instagram is the king of Miami real estate. So everybody should check it out.
Yep.
That's how. But I always was good at putting myself around rich people. I love it. I'm ruthless about it. I have friends that stop talking to me because I'm like, dude, you're not doing good for yourself. I don't want to fucking hang out with you. I don't want to go hang out. I don't hang out. I want to meet fucking people. I'd rather hang out with a guy that is a good person. I made $100 million and fucking learn something from them while they're talking about cookies, you know, and they chat about certain. This is just me. You know, I get judged for it sometimes, but I like to hang out with people who do better than me.
I agree. Yeah.
That's why I reached out to you, actually. You do better than me with certain things. I said, hey, dude, like, if there's something I can help with. I see you do well on the YouTube thing. I'd like to learn some of that. So, you know, it doesn't have to be only financial. It's just somebody doing better than me at something. I want to hang out with that person.
Gotcha. Very much in the same mindset.
So I'm trying to get in a better shape. I start hanging out with people that are in shape. Dude, I just lost a few pounds. I look good, you know. And it's just when we sit down on dinner, we don't order the same food I used to with my fat ass friends.
Right. Okay.
You know?
Makes sense, man. All right. So, hey, do you have any advice you could give to people who are a little bit new to the business, particularly wholesalers, you know, anyone going through the everyday struggles, obstacles?
Okay. So I have a funny side of me and I have a serious side of me. My funny, serious side of me says, well, fucking call me and come work for me, right? 2, right? I would say pick up the phone, you know, ask the, you know, like pick up, first of all, like pick up the phone, get over the fear from picking up the phone. And a lot of the people get in the business and they spend so much time and energy on learning how to do a contract where they should be learning how to sell and close. You need to invest in your skills to become a better salesperson.
Yes.
And then how to fucking do a contract. This is the least, literally, you want to do a contract, they can call you and they'll figure it out in seconds, you know, and then you guys will work it out, right? But it's really figuring out how to get people from no, maybe yes, no to a yes. Once you figure that out, the rest will work itself out. I've gotten much farther than people in the industry that know 10 times more than me. But I got much farther than them because I am a better salesperson, not because I know more than them. And one thing that I was talking about the other day, and I'm going to end with that. I got to go into another closing, honestly. So, which is like enthusiasm. Not having it is the kiss of death to all salespeople. If you're that fucking guy sitting like, you know, like you need to fucking learn to break out of it. Life is not about you. And unless you choose to be a coder from home while you're fucking drinking your energy drinks and not talk to people and that's you and that's how you make your money, fucking God bless you. You don't have to listen to me. But if you're trying to be in sales, you need to learn how to be enthusiastic. If not, you'll never fucking go far. I don't give a fuck what book, what Grant Cardone course, what whoever. If you can't pick up the phone and learn how to be yourself and be enthusiastic, you ain't going to do it. You're not going to cut it. It's not going to go far. You're going to get bored. You're going to bore the people. No, you need to be enthusiastic. And that becomes the hardest thing to teach to people that come work for us because I need you to become you, follow your instincts, your enthusiasm. But I'm trying to teach you all these things. So the way like in an analogy, the way I do it is take my skills. You're the gun. I'm just giving you the ammo. Shoot however you like, but shoot with my ammo.
Right.
Get it? Like I'm trying to show you how to shoot. I'm not telling you what gun, right? So basically I'm just be you, but use our skills. And that's how we do it. Soon enough, that person start, you know, confirming their personality with the skills that we give them. And then they start just falling into the right places. So enthusiasm, skills, invest a lot of time into it, and literally block time on your calendar to train to become a better salesperson. The rest of the stuff, contracts and where to get leads and that stuff, I guess they can call you for that, not me. I don't know how to teach that, you know. Yes. But, you know, I'm more of a salesperson than I am, you know, where's the like, you know, some people, oh, where's the best list? I mean, obviously, we run a massive, you know, inventory here, but I'm not the guy you call, what's my favorite list? I'm the guy you call like, dude, how can I fucking make a call and do it right? I have
rants on this, man. I get that question all the fucking time.
What did you say? Say it again.
I get that question. That's probably the question I get the most. They're like, what list? I'm like, oh, fuck. All right.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you got videos about that. If I was you, I'd tell them, go watch my fucking videos.
Yeah.
Or pay me, you know, or pay me. Dude, 2 years ago, people were like, what scripts do you use? Because I make my own scripts. I put them on Instagram as a joke for $300. Dude, we sold like almost $66,000.
Beautiful. Nice.
You know, you want to know my shit? Sure, fucking pay me. I'm not marketing it, but if you want it, you're gonna there's a price.
Yeah. And there's an ROI attached to that price. So
I agree with you, man. I fucking agree with you. So it's simple, man. Pick up the phone, invest time in yourself and enthusiasm, work on it, and spend a lot of time working on yourself. Like, I'm a guy that couldn't speak English, and now I'm teaching people how to use English to fucking, build wealth and money for themselves. And it's not a fucking course. I'm talking about my people in the office, people that work with me. I'm not talking about, I'm talking about people in my business. And this should tell you how much training I've put into it. Until today, man, like my guys think I'm a fucking god on the phone sometimes. I still invest. I can't count how many hours a week of me training myself to become a better salesperson and a closer.
Agreed. I work on it daily, man. And I'm in card on you and all that daily. So yeah, I get that.
Gotta work on yourself, man.
Absolutely.
That's my advice.
So the best place to find you, where everyone can get in touch with you, is it Instagram?
Instagram, man.
The King of
Instagram,
Miami Real Estate.
The King of Miami Real Estate. Also through my Instagram and the link in my bio, you'll find my podcast called Jalogics. And but also on YouTube, you can also do the King of Miami Real Estate. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm not as famous as you on YouTube, but I got a nice YouTube channel. I think I got like 60, 70 nice videos, but nowhere as popular as you, but we're going to get there one day.
So I know you're going to get there one day, and I'm going to work on the Instagram too. So hopefully
we'll help each other, man.
We'll do that, man.
I'm here for you too, man. Of course. Whatever needs. Beautiful. Man.
So, hey, man, again, this is going to be so valuable to the community. It's been incredibly valuable to me. Even, just the mental shifts and I'm inspired. I'm gonna get off this and get to this guy. It ain't this one, but it works, man. It works. So
dude, literally, I made it work on this. Anybody can do it. I didn't even have headsets, so it's nothing.
I'm ready to rock and roll. Jade and I are gonna do a little rollerblading, but
thanks for your time.
Thank you so much, man, and look forward to seeing you. I'll be at the next Miami Movers.
Dude, can't wait to see you there, man.
All right, brother. Thanks so much. Take care.
Yeah.